All participants of the podcast are either medical marijuana patients or in a state where it is recreationally legal. Two Fried Eggs podcast does not condone any illegal marijuana or drug use or sales.
Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Two Fried Eggs podcast once again. Dolph, how you doing, homie?
Man, I am fantastic. It's a nice Sunday night.
Yeah.
Been a great weekend. Church was good this weekend. I spent a lot of time at church this weekend, yesterday and today, but it was good, man.
Dude, yesterday around here in Kansas City was fucking beautiful, dude. It was like 65 degrees. Took my daughter to the park. Then after the park, went to get ice cream, and then came back home, took the dog for a walk while she rode her bike, and grilled some chicken wings. It was, it was good, dude. Real good day. And then today it was cold and rainy. Back to crappy.
Dog grilling, as nice as it was today, it was 65, 70 degrees today here. I went and smoked a pork loin and a corned beef brisket.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm thinking about getting back. I got to smoke me something up next weekend. I got a bunch of chicken legs. I may just smoke them bad boys.
I love them.
Barbecue them or something.
Heck yeah, man.
So I'm looking forward to it. Tis the season. To start
no
smoking
doubt.
and doing that stuff again. Some pulled pork. Can't go wrong.
Nothing better than sitting there smoking a bowl while you're smoking a turkey or something.
Yeah, right. Just chilling all day. That's a good reason to just kind of chill, kick back, and tend to that, you know. Like my shit, I like with the charcoal and stuff, I check on it every hour or so, you know. So
that's my Thanksgiving. I'll pull out a TV and whatever outside on the porch where it's at and just smoke some meat or smoke some turkey and watch some football.
Smoke some turkey and suck some meat.
Yeah, man, whatever you do. There's no judgment around here, man. You know that.
That's right. Hey, whatever you want to do, whatever gets you through your day, baby, that's none of my business. So.
Whatever kicks your rocks, absolutely.
Kicks.
Exactly.
Key word, kick.
So we both have kick accounts now.
Yeah, we're kick accounters.
We have kick accounts. I haven't even logged into mine except
I've got 3 followers.
You got 3 followers? Son of a bitch. I need to catch up.
I got 3 followers, never even fucking been live for a second on there.
What's crazy, I could probably get more followers quickly only because there's a bunch of people I follow on Twitter on my Dolph Gaming or Dolphin fan
over there.
Yeah, that are on there that are actively looking to help people get affiliated over there actually.
Right.
They're trying to help people get because they're realizing that if they don't help people and that's what that's how this is gonna make it. If people band together and say, we're going to go over there because we know they make more money.
Right.
And that's why it's going to change. That's why it's going to.
I guess, man. Like part of it, that one of the big things, and I'll say one of the big bothers for me, and probably the number one for me switching anywhere from Twitch, is just the fact that those guys that have been backing me for 4 years plus, 3 years, 2 years, 4 years, all that shit will lose those streaks. So it's like starting back at normal. Like you got a bunch of guys that got massive, like gifted sub counts, months subbed, stuff like that, which is a big deal, man. Like I've got people that have been subbed to me now for 4 years straight. You know what I'm saying? And so if I switch from that, then those guys will be back to square one. Like none of that shit even mattered because we switched over to a different platform at this point.
All right. So those of you that don't know what we're talking about, there is a semi-new in beta streaming platform called Kick. It's gaining some pretty good traction from what I'm seeing. Like I said, there's a bunch of people on my Twitter that are switching over and are getting it. And there's some key differences. So first and foremost, other than you worrying about your people, what is any other opinion on like just that as a basic, like without knowing anything more? Do you have any opinion?
Yeah, I mean, without me knowing anything about it or anything, I'm not in any big hurry to make a jump. I can tell you that. Like, I know Twitch. I know, like, I don't have the biggest, like, following of people watching and stuff like that, but I do have a following there. And with it not being that big, if I go to another platform, that's going to shrink even more. In time, maybe I can build past that, but initially, you're going to lose a lot because a lot of people aren't going to jump over there and follow you, man. That's proven fact,
I saw something interesting the other day because I've been in preparing for this. I watched a couple streams, probably 4 or 5 streams over there Just looking for Daisy content, seeing what it looks like, and it's very thin over there, just so you know.
Yeah.
Compared to like
no,
Twitch Daisy is crazy. Kick Daisy is
it wouldn't take much to go to Kick and be the number one streamer on Daisy.
Oh yeah,
Right.
If you're averaging 10 people, you're there. Like
You're at the top. I saw somebody in there. There was like 87 people watching it.
Total.
And like five people streaming it. There's 6 people streaming it.
So you could be a top Daisy streamer just like that.
Yeah, but
So what are the core differences that you know of at this point?
well, as far as like getting affiliated or whatever over there, it takes 50 concurrent viewers.
50 concurrent viewers,
Twitch,
exactly.
Which is a big number for anybody just getting started out.
So that's what people are doing. They are getting people's views up to help them get affiliated because it's so hard over there. Because it's so much money once you do.
Right.
Now, what I did hear was this, though. And the guy on my Twitter the other day, my Kick account has been banned. And when they said why it was violating the terms of service by generating views like that.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, man. You don't think that they're going to be keen on that?
So how are they generating the views, I guess, is what I guess I'm not. That would cause
On
them
Twitter.
to get banned.
On Twitter right now, they are just saying, hey, let's pile on. Let's get this guy all the views, get the likes, the follows, all that stuff. And it's just helping people get affiliated and blowing them up into getting an affiliate. And then there's 10 people in the stream next time, 5 people in the stream next time, whatever. Like
I don't see how that's anything that they can ban, though.
It's against their terms of service, what I'm understanding. I don't know if it's going to stand. The last I saw was yesterday that the guy said he was banned and he was appealing at this point. So
I got you.
I think they're calling it like gaming the system or whatever. I don't know what they're like the specifics, but I do know that they are looking at this because it is having just going through affiliation in Twitch. That was tough in itself, and that was only three concurrent viewers. That's stressful as fuck.
Yeah, I can tell you, like when I first started and shit, man, it was rough. Like I said, I come into streaming and stuff from scratch, no followers, no nothing. And like I hadn't been a part of anybody's community or nothing, dude. And it was rough. I mean, it was hard getting concurrent for 30 days straight at the beginning.
Buddy, my hat's off to you. My hat's off to you. Like I just went through this with your support, with Peel's support, with all these other streamers' supports, like, and all this community that you guys have that back you. And I still was stressed out and sweating it. Like I couldn't imagine doing it alone.
Right.
That's stupid.
Well, that's one thing I wonder about on Kick is what the discoverability is like. Is it better than Twitch in some way or somehow? You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be honest with you, when I look at Kick, I look at somebody that just went in and pretty much looks like they copycatted Twitch.
And it is.
I mean,
the core difference is
different. The page, like we go onto somebody's channel page, it's all the same. It's like they just literally just said, well, we're just going to use your shit and do this and try to draw people from your business.
Because most of Twitch's views and what you can see is just the streamer's overlays. Like, think about it. How much of actual Twitch do I see on my screen when I'm looking at your screen?
Right. Yeah,
not much.
But you would think from a company standpoint, it's like a startup that they would want to like make their own little name and not look like a copycat because that's what it looks like.
Well, I mean, what could you change? That's. I'm just thinking.
I don't know.
I'm going to give you
the pages or something. They literally. I mean, come on, bro. It's literally everything. The list of the people, the layout of the streams that you see, the stuff at top. You go to somebody's channel, it's the exact same. I mean, literally, they changed nothing except for what they call biddies and other stuff, and then just open it up, which is fine. Whatever. If it works, it works. But I can't imagine there aren't some kind of attorneys involved or something in that.
I guarantee there is.
You know what I mean? Because it's literally a copycat of Twitch, it looks like, to me, and from what I've seen.
Have you done any investigation into the revenue?
No, but I have heard or talked to stuff I've heard that you make like 95 to 5 or something like that.
It's 95-5 at the top. It's a stair step. I don't know where it starts.
Sustainable, but
I don't know if it is. I mean, let's say, okay, so $5 a sub, right?
Yeah. So the top guys are going to get 95% of that.
Okay, but what's 5% of 1,000 people on the sub, though?
Motherfucker, don't ask me the math. I'm smoking weed.
It's a quarter. It's a quarter on a $5. Jesus, it's a quarter on a $5.
I thought you were talking about 1,000.
It's a quarter, then times 1,000, so it's what?
250.
There you go.
Yay! I win.
So they're only going to make $250 off of running that person's stream if they do
1,000 subs, dude. I've never even been anywhere close to 1,000 subs.
No, but I see people that are doing it though.
Sustainable, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't know shit. I'm not in the business of running streaming websites and shit like that, obviously. But
I'm just saying that doesn't sound sustainable at all. Like I just looking at profit sharing, like if they said 95% after like net, okay, it costs this much money to run the program. We're going to do a 95-5 split after that. All right, cool. That's probably closer to what Twitch does, in honesty. They have operating costs for the servers and everything that they do. It costs money to do, and all the people that they pay to cut off your stream when you're taking your pants off, that costs money, and they're taking away sub money for that to make sure that you don't take off your pants again. We all agree. Don't let that happen again.
What are you trying to say? Oh, unless it's on OnlyFans. I got you, man. I got you.
OnlyFans.
That's right.
Onlyfans.com/Bosch Gaming.
That's right. Backdoor Bosch Gaming. That's what we're going to call it. We're going to call my OnlyFans going to be the Backdoor Bosch Gaming crew.
So about the profit sharing, let's say that 6 months, a year from now, this is still going.
Yeah.
And it's growing and everything's going, and the 95% is showing that it's sustainable only because Twitch told us that it wasn't sustainable is why we believe this. Let's just say. Because I've seen that right there. We've been told by Twitch that there's no way that they can get that kind of level of split because of their operating costs. They told us this. We believe it. Right. What if they're lying? What if they're full of shit? What if?
Well, I guarantee you they're full of shit to some extent because they're a company. I mean, profit.
Yeah, I get that.
They're definitely full of shit to some extent, 100%.
Well, so let's say 6 months, a year down the road, Kick is still going hard and growing.
Kick's going to have to pull some big names, dude, to draw the viewers over there because right now it just doesn't have the viewers. One thing they have going for them that I've seen is that they still allow gambling. Yes. And Twitch and everybody did away with that. So one big thing that I've seen is like now that's getting the biggest viewers. The number one guy that pops up for me is a guy that's doing slots or gambling and shit. It's like 17,000 people watching him and shit at a time. But still,
I could do that, 17,000. What do they just go into like a casino? And
it's like a live real money, yeah. So you're putting your real money up. I've played poker on stream back in the day, like live poker, but I was playing like quarter tournaments. Like you put a quarter in, just play for the tournament. But I mean, I spent $100 doing it, playing.
That's cool.
It was cool, but they banned that now. But of course, Kick allows it. So
yeah, and I don't know why they would even like. It's legal in most places now. Like gambling is becoming legal very, very quickly in most places. Like it's crazy around here. I know you go into like when I first went into Louisiana, I was down in New Orleans area. I went into a gas station. And there's this big door that says, must be over 21 to enter. And all the camera signs and all that stuff there. And I was like, what the hell? So I popped it open. It was 4 slot machines in a gas station in a little room. Little ashtrays. Yeah. And there's, what do you want? It's like, bro. But that's the way it is here.
That's just all over down in Oklahoma too, man. Because all the Indian reserves and stuff like that. Like you'll go into these little gas stations and there's just random slot machines in there. Like gamble away, boys.
Would you not do that if you own a gas station?
If I had the option to, yeah. Why wouldn't you?
If I could have put one in my living room right now, I mean, if people would come over, if I was I'd take money off it. Absolutely. Why not? Yeah.
So you get unlucky and the first guy hits a jackpot and you're like, fuck. No.
This is play money. It's play money. No worries.
For real. I was just kidding.
All right.
But, so that's one thing it's got going for it is just that it's, to me, right now anyway, that it allows the gambling and that's not banned, and everywhere else that's banned, you can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
That I know of anyway.
It is.
But it's also backed by a casino, isn't it?
I didn't really dig that deep into who owns it and whatever. There's so much propaganda out there. Like,
Right.
I'm not interested in like going that far. What I did, like, I was trying to figure out is, have there been failed streaming platforms other than this one? Like, why hasn't anybody come? I know that YouTube is doing it.
Well,
And
Mixer died.
Mixer, exactly. And that's the name that kept coming up in all my research and all my searching. I heard Mixer, and it's crazy. Do you know who ran Mixer?
Yeah, Microsoft.
Exactly. So we have the largest company in the world who is wildly successful outside of what they do. Like, and they tried to enter the space and failed.
Yeah, that makes me wonder, like, how's this company going to pull it off, you know?
I think it's the 95-5 split, because to me, I look at my revenue screen and I'm like, that could have been this instead of this.
Oh, yeah. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. When you're just like, whatever you make is chopped in half. It's all chopped in half. So, like, you're like those deals when you throw 100 biddies, I make 50 cents.
Yeah.
So it's just the way it is.
The only way hit you $1.
But
like a stripper.
The only other good thing is like tip money. Of course, you get most of that. Only PayPal takes their little cut, you know. But most of your tip money as a streamer you get. But
okay, but does your tip give you the bangs and everything? Because if it does the bangs, I'll do the tips. Oh, it does?
No, it gives you. There's a scare to it. Yeah.
Oh, all right. I'll look for that.
Oh, I wasn't saying it because of that. I'm just.
Oh no, I want to now. I want you to get the most money.
It's the best way to keep people. Like, if you really if you go into a streamer's deal, which we're kind of getting off topic, but that's the best way to.
We're not getting off topic.
Donations.
This is exactly the topic.
It's through tips. So
the whole point that people are moving over there is because of revenue sharing. That, to me, like, it's not a better platform. Right. It's the same platform. Like we just talked about that. Yeah, the terms of service, great. If you're a gambler that streams, oh, great, go for it. Like, there's people, if you go on YouTube right now, there's videos all over the place about showing you how to gamble and people going to, like, slot machines. Like, great, do that.
Well, they banned it because, like, some of these guys were getting, like, the big guys up top at Twitch. That was their number one streamers were just sitting in there doing gambling all day with all these kids watching them and shit. So they banned it because their number one guys, XQC and Jesus Christ, why can't I think of his name now? But anyway, there's a few of them, and they were just going in there and gambling like millions of dollars or, you know, big money. And all it was a bunch of kids sitting around watching a bunch of young adults gambling and stuff, so they banned it.
But I don't understand what the problem is.
Well, just because if you're an influencer for kids and sitting, you know, gambling's a addictive thing. So I don't know.
World Poker Tour's on ESPN. I'm sorry, but it's not like that.
Poker's way better than slots, dude. Slots is just stupid luck. But
I love the sluts, though.
Ugh, I can't do it, bro. Put me on a card table any day. Fuck slots, man.
Oh, I agree, man. I'm just messing.
I would much rather take my, like, you know, $150, $100 or whatever, and go play like a sit down poker game or poker tournament before slots any day. But I love poker.
We're getting way off topic. So, regardless of the split, you're not interested in heading over there at this point?
No, not right now.
Okay.
And the way I see it is, if they pull, say it gets super popular and it goes a long way, eventually Twitch is going to have to answer to that. They're going to have to do something if Kick starts taking all their people away. And
what do you think that's going to be?
Taking that many streamers, then it just opens up the door that much more for me on Twitch to be discovered, because people are leaving and I'm still there.
All right.
And my number one reason to where I just wouldn't jump ship is because of the BG crew and the people that are in it and their streaks they have going. Honestly, the you know, Chris M, for you guys listening to know him, he just hit 4 fucking years sub straight. 4 years, bro. Straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's crazy to me. And for me to just be like, oh, peace, I'm not streaming here anymore, then that's one thing if I get banned or forced to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just
don't worry, your day's coming.
Yeah. But just jump ship when I'm not even 100%. Now, if I was 100% certain, like, this is gonna make it, this is my move, I'm sorry, I would announce it, you know, and be respectful and whatnot. But it's going to take something special for me to do that right now and just kind of abandon where everybody's been supporting me forever.
I agree 100%. Like I don't think you should leave Twitch. I think you should stream both.
Yeah. To me, it's more hassle than it's worth. And maybe
as far as like, what do you mean? Like you talk about the
having to set up 2 separate OBS type deals and set all that shit up and jump back and forth. And
so you can do that legally. Like, let's say I have Kick on this side and Twitch on this side, and I have 2 different chat screens. Okay, why not?
Because Twitch has a deal around there that they own your content for the first 24 hours once you sign that agreement to be an affiliate.
Really?
Yeah.
I should have read that.
Yeah. So, like, technically, like, you can get away with it. You can get by with it because, like, say my clips or whatever, I alter that content. So technically it's not the same content. Once I go into Streamladder and I take that clip and I edit it and put some other stuff over it, it's not the same content that what I released on Twitch has been altered. So you can do that. But to live stream on Twitch as an affiliate and send the same exact thing over to another place is not. You can get in trouble, especially with Kick. They'd ban you for it. But people were
so I've seen this, just so you know.
Streaming. I know people were, well, and they can get away with it because what you can do, and the way you can get around it if you want to test it, is make sure your overlays or your camera is in a different position or a different angle. Mm-hmm. So you have a second camera that's streaming to Kick so that your content that's going from to Twitch is actually different because you're at a different camera angle, you're at different, using different overlays and shit like that. So it's not the same content. But you are risking your channel, in my opinion, at that point because it's a loophole that may not always save your ass. Who knows?
I'm sure.
That's why I don't do it.
That was a question because I saw some people doing this. I saw multiple people doing this. It was right. I've seen people posting both their Twitch and their Kick links in the same, saying we're going live. Yeah.
That's what they're doing. Is just if you look, it's probably the same. But say I have my camera here, but if I have my camera at another angle, the background's going to look different. The camera angle is going to be different. Blah 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 blah. And you can get around that. And then if Twitch ever reaches out and be like, look, it's not the same content, But again, that's just a loophole kind of thing. And to me, 4 years of work and building a community and friendships and stuff just isn't worth that. So,
buddy, 1 month isn't worth it at this point. I would never I don't see any. I don't think there would be a reason that I would do that. It's just because I don't know.
Yeah. People are still playing music and shit like that too, and I've quit doing that as well because I don't want to get DMCA'd or take the risk of the strikes and stuff.
I was told it was a volume issue when I turned mine all the way down. My first stream back, I was playing some music when I first started. It was super low. You barely hear it. Muted.
Yeah,
muted the VOD until I turned it off, and then it was good the rest of the time.
Yeah, and then if you have any kind of memorable stuff, you can't clip it out for TikTok or YouTube and all that other stuff, which I use quite a bit. Not as much as I was in the past, but it's still a big thing, And I don't know what Kick's policies are towards that. Whether you can or if you're allowed. I mean, eventually they'll end up getting in trouble by the music industry and stuff, I guess, if they don't try to stop it. But I don't know if you're allowed to just play whatever music you want over there without worry of DMCA strikes or, any of that copyright strikes and stuff. That's not something I know about.
So the company that gives you the strikes because they're trying to not get fined by the SEC or FCC? Yeah, FCC. Right. Federal Communications Commission. So FCC will fine them for those. That's why that's why they're giving you strikes to warn you so that doesn't happen. So
that's what I'm saying. I'm just wondering if Kick does the same thing,
They don't, they will.
I know Twitch didn't for a while because when I was doing my first streams, when I was doing all the partying and shit like that, and we had the infamous Bearded Britney stream and whatnot. I mean, I was rocking just regular music. Like I used to rap during my streams all the time, like put on some old Snoop Dogg and fucking rap it and shit.
Oh, that's fucking
and
funny.
I sang the Britney Spears stuff during that stream, and that was before all the DMCA stuff hit Twitch. And ever since then, that's when I've started not listening to actual music anymore. It sucks because I would love to, bro. It's like sets the whole mood for the stream when you can play your own jams, your own fucking hype music and stuff throughout the stream and whatnot. But it is what it is.
You can play stuff for you, but they won't hear it.
Yeah, it's not the same. Like I wanted.
It's not.
We were jamming out to the whole stream, dude, and playing like old school '90s rap and different shit like that all the time, which was dope.
I agree.
That was back in the day, but I don't know if Kick has that. I'm assuming they have to have something in place along those lines, and if not, they will eventually.
Oh, they have to. If they don't, they will.
It'd be really interesting to me to see if they can stick to that kind of split, if that's what they're doing, to actually any amount of time to be able to actually stick to that. Unless, like you said, it's just their very top tier streamers that are getting that kind of split, which they're just trying to. At that point, they're not there to make money off their top streamers at all. They're just wanting the top streamers to draw in more views and.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, where Twitch was still trying to make money off their top streamers, where even after all these years that they've raked in all this money, instead of just saying, here, we want you to stay here, which is another thing that would be good. I mean, if. You know what I'm saying? If they're like, if Twitch would switch that up and say, hey, we're going to take our top 0.00001% of streamers, the very top guys, and give them unbelievable deals, and that way they stay and keep drawing in all these other streamers and
they're going to have to
viewers, and
they're going to have to do something because if you're able to make the same living over there, meaning the same views, the same subs, same everything, but make 40% more money.
Yeah.
It's a no-brainer. I understand.
The only good thing about going now, I think, from switching over there now would be to like have the chance of becoming one of those top streamers.
Be one of the early adopters.
Yeah. But you're still fighting odds, dude, to try to get that attention and grasp that kind of following and stuff. Like if you were a top player on, say, COD or one of the big games now, would be good to jump over there if you don't have a real following, but you're a badass fucking player. One of those that's still going to have views over there, one of the big games, and jump over there and be like, hey, maybe now I'll get discovered because I'm so good at this fucking game that maybe I'll catch somebody's, these people's eyes while there's not a whole bunch of people streaming.
I'm not that guy.
Nah, me either, bro. No. Hell no.
I'm still freaking out.
Yeah,
we have a PvP KOS starting next weekend on that RP server.
Nice.
They cut up half the damn map, basically.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah.
What they did was basically the woods areas and everything is all PvP, and like they're talking like no protections at all. No, like there's no laws. It's lawless area. Right. Like I was just thinking, like, man, like they could steal your car. Like those fucking are not cheap. Like it's fucking crazy. Like
right.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah, that's my jam, dude. I gotta that KOS part of it's just got to be in it for me to really enjoy it. Just like that shit tonight, like when we're tonight just popping off and stuff like that. Like it would suck to run into those people and just be like, all we can do is talk. Like, but a lot of people in DayZ do enjoy that, so I'm not knocking that either.
Oh yeah. I like this. And I wasn't sure I was going to like this or not. I told you why I joined the server, so I could learn how to shoot and get better. Because I want to be able to run and be fruitful with you guys. I find that I'm a fucking liability most times when I'm running with you. It's fun.
Yeah, but that's cool, man.
I have a blast. Don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want to play with you guys. I know I can keep up. I know it's all fun and games. We have a blast. Like the guys, I love being around too. But I want to get better. That's the thing. Like when it comes down to it, I never practice. So this is now my practicing way of doing this. And it's also me learning the game better that I haven't had an opportunity to do. Like I've done some base building now.
Compared to all us guys, man, you're still fairly fresh at the game.
Oh, I'm extremely fresh at this game. And when I don't really say that in my stream, if you notice.
The game is DayZ, if you guys, I don't know if we mentioned that, but that's what we've been playing lately. So
DayZ, not Daisy. So just so you know, I said it too fast. I was at a birthday party yesterday afternoon, and I was talking about streaming. They're like, "Well, what are you streaming?" I'm like, Daisy.
Yeah, I know. And they're like, "What?"
And they're like,
"What are you, a florist,
like a flower?" Florist simulator, motherfucker. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You gotta watch out for them honeybees, bro.
Buzz.
I'll sting your ass.
But yeah, man, it was fun. I'm like, no, DayZ. I'm like, it's a survival zombie game. And they're like, oh. And they stopped talking about it.
They're like, nah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, man. My brother's watching though. He's really enjoying it.
Nice, man. That's cool. I like hearing about it, dude. That's, it's getting quite a bit of views these last few, I say streams. That's what I want to say, but podcasts, episodes and whatnot have been doing really well. So yeah, I'm glad to hear it. I'm still, like I said, I'm on the fence about Kick. It's nothing I'm jumping to right away. I know some people have tried it out, and I've made an account just to have my name, just in case it does become something. But as of right now, man, I have no reason to leave Twitch. I'm not really in it to try to make a lot of money at this point. I just want to keep growing the community and, build.
Having fun.
Yeah, have fun with my friends and build the community and do the podcast. And so don't get me wrong. Yeah, money helps. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I do it it's always nice to make a little bit, but at the end of it, I'm just out here, just same as the podcast, just trying to grow and get our names out there, our content out there, and whatever happens, but just keep putting out content, man.
Well, we have 2 streams in the podcast, and I guess, I don't know if I told you, right? I got invited to be a co-host on another podcast.
Oh, that's cool, man. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hadn't heard about it.
It's been like this last 7 days.
Well, and you may have too, man. I've been busy as shit at work and shit too, so who knows?
Too, so.
Truth.
Yeah, man. It's a sports variety podcast.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
What's interesting is
you need to get you a motherfucking 2 fried egg shirt made up to wear on that bitch, dude.
Oh, I need to get 2 fried egg shirt regardless.
Well, if they do video, but yeah, I know we do need to get some 2 fried eggs.
I'm producing it too.
Oh,
editing
nice.
it. Yeah, so it's his show. I'm just producing it. So
nice.
Yeah, it's stressful.
Right.
It's like it's one more iron in the there, but. What I thought was cool is me and him were talking about the other day, and he has connections at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Once we start getting a little content out there, he's going to go get press passes. So once we get press passes to our show for one NFL team, how hard do you think it'll be to get press passes for other NFL teams? Pretty damn easy.
Man, hell yeah.
So I'm going to start traveling. Like if this does what it's supposed like it could do, I'm going to start going to like. The Dallas is down the road. The Saints are right there. Fuck, Kansas City's not far. Like, I can travel and get press passes and go to these games. And
that'd be cool. Hell yeah, dude.
It's just more content, man. More content.
The more you can put out, the better, man. That's all there is to it.
Absolutely.
But,
I'm loving it.
All right. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you as always. Tell us what you think in the comments, Kick or Twitch, or if you got any thoughts, we'd love to hear it.
If you think Boss should turn over to Kick, just keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself.
I do not tell him. I have bad dreams.
Yeah.
Wake up, kicking the blankets. Fucking hell, I'm cooked. I don't even know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Dolph, I love you. Guys, we love you. Like and subscribe. Peace.
For tuning in. Please subscribe below if you like our content. New episodes dropping every Friday. Stay tuned.